Everybody, and welcome to my review for one of my favorite films of the year thus far, Get Out, starring Allison Williams and Daniel Kaluuya, and it's directed by Jordan Peele. So let's get straight into the review, guys. Let's get going. I loved this film. It was one of the greatest surprises of 2017 for me. And after hearing all the positive buzz and being very late to the party for this film, I was very afraid that I was going to be let down by the film because I had such high expectations for it. But the quality of this film still blew me away, guys. I was really riveted by this film. So let's start by talking about one of the strongest aspects of this film, and that is its performances, especially by its two main leads, Daniel Kaluuya and Allison Williams. And I know I'm going to butcher Daniel's last name a lot, so we'll just refer to them as Daniel Allison for now. So talking about their performances, they felt so natural and worked so well alongside the script that Jordan Peele had written. Especially Daniel's performance as a protagonist, I think, was so effective in the way that he expressed doubt. I mean, this is really testament to his potential amazing acting skill. He's kind of a underground talent from Britain, and we hadn't really seen him before. But this is testament to his great performance. He's so relaxed in the beginning of the film, and to watch him escalate and get to the point to which he does by the end of this film is really what makes up and constitutes the art of acting. And I think Daniel just blew it out of the house with this film. I loved his performance in the film. It is one of the best performances of 2017. It was a riveting performance to watch as he begins to escalate from where he starts and comes to the conclusions and kind of puts together the clues in this film to come to the point where he is at the end of the film. So it was one of my favorite performances of this year. Kathleen Keener and Bradley Whitford play the parents of the Allison Williams character in this film, and they gave such great performances in this film as well. Very nuanced, very subtle performances, and I'm not going to talk too much about the performance because I don't want to give too much of the film away. But as the film progresses, you kind of get to see their character flesh out very slowly, and they really captured the nuances of their characters so well within their acting. So I really got to give hats off to both of these actors, and I think they were great supporting actors in this film. I think we've talked enough about the performances, and it's come time to talk about the man of the hour, the man who made this film what it is, and that is Jordan Peele all the way through. This is one of the best, if not the best, film scripts, most original film scripts that I have seen in 2017. It is so wildly imaginative, so wildly original, and so layered and packed with themes and subtones that are so very much ingrained into the script of this film. And it is such an entertaining film despite having those themes in there. I mean, this is so wildly imaginative. I think that's one of the first things that comes across my mind when I think about Get Out, is to come up with the concept that this film is and to work it through and to process it and make it a real story has got to be one of the most difficult things ever. In a world where we're living with spin-offs, franchises, and all this different kind of media that's based off more corporate and more money-mindedness than actual original creativity, Get Out came as one of the best surprises and one of the most refreshing movies to see in 2017, because at the end of it, it is a very original script with very original aspects to it, and it takes a certain situation and blends it into horror in a way that is so effective. Now I'm going to get a little nitty gritty into the script because I want to tell you about the things specifically that I liked about the script. What I love about Get Out's script is the way that it turns horror into something that doesn't exactly start with horror. If you watch this film, and when you do, and I really recommend that you do, you should go in blind. Don't see any of the trailers for the film. Just go in blind and start watching the film. And I think you'll have much more enjoyment of the film if you walk in and completely blind into the movie. I love what Jordan Peele does with this film. I love what he does because he takes something very common to all of us. Something something that everyone will experience at some point or has experienced, and that is an awkward situation. And then elevates it to dread, and then elevates it to fear, and then elevates it to a horror film. I mean, they just keeps notching it up. So what's amazing about it is that about the script is, as an audience member, you are really comfortable and strangely relaxed about kind of how things are playing out. And then it starts getting weird and awkward, and it comes to the point where you just know something is off. Just like the character in this film, the main character played by Daniel Kaluuya, you know something's off, and then there's kind of this sense of dread, and then eventually it's a full-blown horror film. So I love the way that he began to escalate the tension slowly and then build up until he gets to that point. And to be able to do that in such a short running time and to do it so effectively is really, really hats off to Jordan Peele. To build up that tension in a slow, purposeful, yet very effective manner is just amazing to me that he's able to do that in such a short running time. Put into that mix is a very, very original, imaginative script. I mean, this is some crazy, insane stuff that happens in this movie that you probably, as an audience member, going into this movie the first time, are going to be racking your brain about what is going on. And when you do get the answers, it's so shocking and so well done and so well executed and so imaginative, so darkly imaginative in a way, but still, nonetheless, very imaginatively done. And it's that spark of imagination in this film that really reignites this movie and ignites this movie to the point where it becomes such a great horror film. And it takes this combination of horror plus kind of slow build-up to get this movie to where it is. And of course, the performances, as I mentioned earlier. But one of the best things about Get Out, even above the performances, even above the wildly imaginative script, even above the slow build of tension, is those racial subtones. Something that is very, very fitting in 2017 America to see in this kind of film. And it's something that a lot of people are going to be able to relate to. And I love what he was able to do by integrating that in a way that doesn't feel like it's bashing you over his head. It never feels like a lecture. It feels very much natural part of the story. It feels like it's inflowing with the story. And that is one of the best things Jordan Peele could have done with this screenplay/script, is make those subtones a very, very natural part of the story. I never ever felt in this film, not even once, that this was something separate or felt clunky in the script. It's very much smoothed out with the script, and once you're watching Get Out, you are locked in. This movie stays on track and does not falter even for a second. All the movie's connections come back, everything comes in full circle, and it is a locked in, edge of your seat, amazingly written thriller, horror piece of filmmaking. I loved this film. It is so engaging, so riveting, so well executed, so imaginative, so well acted, so well directed, so funny occasionally. There are times that this film is genuinely funny, partly because of shock value and partly because of comedic timing and writing. And I absolutely was floored by Get Out, guys. I love this film. It is one of the best films of 2017. It is up there for me, so watch out when you come and see my top 15 films of 2017 film list. This movie is going to be in there. And I absolutely love this movie. I hope you guys get a chance to check it out. And another thing that I loved about this film is also its technical aspects, which I didn't really get into before, but editing and cinematography in this film are actually quite good. So even from a technical aspect, in that case, it works really well, and especially in the editing. There were times you notice there's very quick cuts versus when the shots are lingering. It's all really well done from a technical standpoint, from a script writing standpoint, from all standpoints of filmmaking. This is a near perfect film, guys. A+ from me. Absolutely loved Get Out. It is what filmmaking was meant to be. It is what a cinema going experience was meant to be. It is the perfect film to see in 2017, and it is one of the best films of the year. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope to see you guys around for more videos. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, do all those great things, and I'll see you guys next time.